Hey Geminis, this is Hal for HES Ultimage, and this is your Spirit Tea Leaf forecast for the month of September. Hey guys, long time no see. I feel like it's been forever since I made a video, since I did July and August so close together. So it's good to see you again. Um, for personal readings or life coaching or spiritual coaching, which is like coaching you for your intuitive gifts and stuff, you can go to my website, hesultimage.com. Spelled just like the channel, hesultimage.com. It's like that little like comment section, I put it in there, but it's like always collapsed now, and it didn't used to be that way, so now I'm just gonna start saying hesultimage.com, okay? Instead of just hit the link, which is what I usually do, because now I have to just say the whole word. Anyhow, but that said, you guys are getting tea leaf forecast for this month. I rotate it according to the element that I want to do for that month, because the tea leaf stuff, it just takes a little more prep work, and it's a little messier. So, but that said, that's what you're going to have. And with the tea leaf one, it's like I do so much more channeling with it too, that it's like it's even more like a channeled reading with a side of tea leaves at this point, because it's just like I can pretty much connect anything to anything at this stage. All right, so that said, this month we've got a few different energies for you. Like, they actually like gave it kind of across the board with this. So you have a few different elements in a few different areas, and then I'll just try and give you some examples and stuff, and then we'll kind of just kick it from there. But right off, I can see that it doesn't seem all that challenging or complicated. Because, yeah, whenever I see those elements, and it's, like, really easy to see that in a teacup, nothing like that is there. So it should be fairly laid back. Oh, there's only one thing. The thing with work, area of the club. Oh, sorry. I didn't get to show you the teacup because I just like doing that. Even though now it's like I partially channel it, so even if it's not in a particular position, I can just, you know, channel and intuit it through, so. But yeah, so there's the teacup, so you can know that I actually did take the effort and time to do this. Alright, okay, but again, as I said, the only challenge energy at all, and again, it's not really major at all. Again, area of the club, area of work, is just the idea of scattered energy. So I would say it could be at work that, that you feel pulled in different directions. Because that's the other thing. It's like there was a whole section and then stuff being scattered away from it. So I feel like it's the idea of your attention being distracted or put off of a particular key task because of other things that pop up, or even interactions or drama that could distract you. And again, minor things, but it's the idea that it's like from the whole of what you should be focusing on or should be able to focus on, that something else is deterring your attention. It's kind of the idea of like a diversion or something like that. It's diversions occur in work. Okay, so so that's the energy around work. So it's like diversions will occur, distractions might occur, or you might find yourself like, you know, at some point just losing focus, or, you know, shifting your focus even though you'd rather focus on the key of everything. So that's the thing with the work. Okay, all right. So yeah, with that work situation, it's like it's not so bad, but be aware that things might come up or might just shift your attention from what's really important, okay? Okay, alright. Now here's a lot of key stuff, because communication's being really strongly highlighted this month in September for Geminis. Okay, number one, in the area of Jupiter, which is blessings and abundant things that have really good positive energy. Like, it's kind of like getting lucky breaks on stuff, or like lucky energy in it. There was a telephone, okay? And telephone represents your communications. So like the literal communication should actually be really good, and there's other stuff to suggest that you're receiving support through communications. because in the area of the eye, which represents perceptions or things to look out for, in this case, it had to do with perceptions coming from a third party. And actually they added the image of the letter to the eye, so it's that much more like communications delivered to you is the idea. The image was a person with like a walkie-talkie. It's like for people who grew up with walkie-talkies, because apparently that's not a big thing anymore. Yeah, it's like everybody has a cell phone now, so even children, so even children don't really use walkie-talkies. Person with a walkie-talkie, it shows the idea that somebody is going to be giving you intel about something that they're observing is the idea, okay? So it's like, if somebody is, okay, either if you're discussing your situation to somebody about anything that you need help with or need to be guided through, okay? Because this was the full energy I got, and it has to do with being guided. It's like if you were in a maze, this would be the person coming through your like little like kind of, for lack of a better word, like earpiece, Bluetooth, whatever, who would be guiding you through the maze. The idea is they have a wider scope, and therefore they can offer you better advice about how to navigate something because of the fact that they can see it from a broader perspective. Okay? Alright, so that's like a big thing for September. I would say that's really... Yeah, and also because it's bringing in that Jupiter energy with the telephone, again, suggesting that you're going to be receiving good things through your correspondences with other people. That it's going to be really helpful for you in September in general to go to other people for help and to ask other people for assistance, okay? Okay, and then they also gave me the area of the glass. Glass represents gatherings or celebrations, but in this case, I think it's, yeah, definitely more gatherings. So it might even be that for you to call a gathering, okay, and this can manifest a few different ways, because it really could be, you know, depending on your situation, something more work-related or something more personal. It could be like, you know, calling together a gathering, like a party or something for your friends to discuss certain things, because again, it has to do with getting advice and intel and input from other people. Or if it's business-related, it might be calling a conference or calling a project, you know, group kind of thing to discuss a project or something like that. Gatherings are really well favored because of all of this positive energy towards, again, communications and towards receiving information and input from others, okay? So use that to your advantage in September while it's like a really good area to focus on, okay? And again, it's like, it seems like you're going to be receiving a decent amount of support. So it's like, use the support instead of just being a one-man or one-woman show. Alright, let's see. Okay. Okay, alright, give me a second, because I just want to make sure. Okay, because I got a very specific channel for the area of... Because they threw the area of the heart in here, and they said it's specifically related to how you're going to feel about people this month. Okay, because the idea is, when you're perceiving somebody else, that you might be either quick to judgment... Okay, it's not even so much quick to judgment in a negative way. The idea is that you... Give me a second. That it's, that you are forming your opinions about people very quickly, okay? So it could be one way or another way. So it could be you instantaneously feel that you like a person, or you instantaneously feel that you completely dislike a person or at complete odds with them, okay? So know that your feelings towards people this month will be very swift, and you will be making, I want to say, assumptions or assessments about people very quickly. which in this case, it might be beneficial to have a second opinion or second set of eyes. Okay, good. Alright, because this is really what I'm supposed to be telling you specifically about this part. Because again, it's that idea about the person with the walkie-talkies kind of playing into this whole perspective and perception of the fact that in the month of September, you're going to be making kind of snap judgments about things, in which case that other person to help guide you through things or be your sounding board or your kind of confirmation is really beneficial. Okay, yeah, and it's being, you know, put through to me that it's the idea is that the blessing of that other person is gonna, like, again, that other person is a blessing because of the fact that the snap judgments are going to be coming upon you very quickly, and like it's going to be hard to be objective when it comes to people specifically, okay? Alright, so it will be harder to be objective about people this month because, again, you're going to be in the mind space that you're just going to want to go, okay, I made up my mind about this person, made up my mind about that person, and it's going to be good to have, again, that second opinion to help you be more objective. Okay, sorry, I was channeling more there. Alright, so that said, again, for Geminis, for the month of September, it's going to be really important when it comes to your interpersonal relationships and, again, how you utilize your resources when it comes to people, okay? Because, again, it's like sometimes they're a little more complex and layered, sometimes they're pretty direct. You're getting a pretty direct one, I gotta be honest. That's really the key theme for this month. So again, it's like there are lots of blessings when it comes to the communications. And again, when it comes to those third parties that can assist you. And again, when it comes to the gathering thing, remember, the gathering thing can be social or work-related, or even more like emotional and moral support kind of a thing. So remember that the gathering element, it's really up to you to decide how you want to use that to your advantage and what you need help with, okay? But again, when it comes to how you evaluate other people, okay, so a few more examples. So maybe if you're dating somebody or getting to know somebody that you maybe want to collaborate with, then maybe it's a good idea to ask some people who are close to you what their opinion might be. And because, again, the idea of the snap judgment is really the big thing this month. And again, the third-party perspective is going to be what will be to your great benefit in the long run. Okay, alright, so that said, I do personal readings. If you want one, hit the link below or go to hesultimage.com, and I wish you a very, you know, successfully social month. I'll see you guys later.